Welcome to my 30-day me trying to learn how to knit challenge. Okay, so I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I practically begged my parents to get me knitting supplies for Christmas, so I'm really excited because I have a bunch of yarn now, I have the needles, I have the supplies, I can get started. I actually did get started because last night I got too excited, but you can tell how that went. It wasn't great, it's pretty disgusting looking, but it's a first try, so I don't know if it's just the book or if I'm just stupid. So we're gonna find out. We're gonna try again because, you know, you don't fail until you stop trying. I've actually tried to learn how to knit before. My grandmother tried to teach me when I was a little girl. I had absolutely no patience then, so it didn't go very well. I don't really have that much more patience now, but we're gonna hope that maturity has aged me and I'm just gonna be a pro. So for some reason, I'm imagining this like learning how to knit experience completely different than what it was last night for me. I was just imagining me on some like rocking chair in South Carolina on like one of those like open porches with like the nice pillars and like a southern sunset. But instead it's like me suffering. I had to quit like 5 times last night because I was so stressed over this little thing. So we're gonna try again. But anyway, enough jabber. Let's just get right into it. Already looks 20,000 times better than my first try. We're getting there. Hello, I just finished my first little knitting piece here. I ended up watching a YouTube tutorial, which was amazing. I learned that I was doing everything wrong. So now I know what to do, and hopefully I can continue this in the future. But I screwed it up really badly, so I had to cut it off. So this is just what it is. An absolute beauty. Okay. So I've gotten this far. I'm making a tiny handkerchief. The only issue is I've tied it so tightly, like I don't know how you can see, but it's very tight. Like you can't even see anything through it. So when I'm doing this, it's like, I don't know if you can hear that. It literally doesn't slide on the needles, like at all. That's how tight I'm tying it. And I'm having a little bit of trouble. Because I keep tightening it. I don't know what it is. I just like have this thing with like always having like tight braids or like detail. Like I hate things loose. So like I really need to change that because this is getting a lot harder now. I tried to make a scarf with my good yarn, like this is the wool yarn that I really love. It's like Hudson's Bay colors, but I made this. The only issue is this takes 2 balls of yarn to create. I only have 1, so I have half a scarf if I were to like complete this. So I think I'm just gonna rip this out and start again because I'm not gonna waste a bunch of my good yarn. And I've kind of screwed up a couple places. I don't know if you can tell, like right there, that really bothers me. So I'm just gonna pull it out now and we're literally just gonna go like this. Oh, it's like curly. It's like when you put your hair in braids and then you take it out and it's all crinkled. All right. Holy crap. Whee! I'll put this back in the yarn and we'll try again. I'm gonna try and make a hat this time because I really want a hat. You can make a hat with 1 ball of yarn. Hello. Today is the 7th day. You know how I said I was gonna make a hat with this beautiful yarn? I keep screwing up, and because I'm like kind of professional, I don't know if like knitting you have to be perfect. I don't know if that's the thing, but like every time I like slightly screw up, I'm like, nope, redo it. So I've redone this I think exactly 9 times now, because it takes so long to like redo it. But I need to stop because I'm slowly pulling this wool apart, so it's like actually getting so much harder to knit with every single time. So this is the last time. I've decided that I'm not a perfect person, therefore I'm not going to make a perfect hat, and that's just what I'm rolling with, and we're gonna have an imperfect hat. I'll get better. So this is the hat so far. I've been doing the decreasing sides. It's gotten pretty big now. Hopefully, I'm so close to running out of yarn that I'm terrified. But hopefully there's enough to finish this. And then I'm gonna do this last row. And then I can knit this together and I'll have a hat. Hello, I completed the hat. This is what it looks like. It took a while. I mean, it looks like a hat. I don't think I can complain very much about it. It looks pretty good. But I had so much trouble seaming this up because I don't know if you can see, if I can find the seam here. It's at the back, right there. It doesn't look too great. It doesn't look perfectly seamy. And that's because I didn't know you needed a, oh, what do they call it? Just a needle, but like a needle for a tapestry needle. I didn't know you needed a tapestry needle. So I was using, first I used a nail, which obviously wasn't great. Then I used a screwdriver. Then I thought about bobby pin because that would work because it like holds it at the end. I used the bobby pin, but I was like ripping it to shreds at the back here. So I had to just like cut all of the ends off that I accidentally pulled out with the bobby pin. That was rough, but we did it, and I have a hat now. I won't be able to put it on my head like this. There we go. But it's a hat. Hello, so I've officially started learning how to make a scarf today. I'm really excited for it. I have this beautiful yarn, so hopefully I can get like those patterns in there somehow, and hopefully it'll go well. I'm excited for it. I should have started with the scarf because it is exponentially, is that a good word for that? Exponentially? Extraordinarily easier than making a hat. So this should go okay. If I screw it up, I don't know what to say. Hello, I have about a week left in the challenge. I still want to make socks, but the scarf is coming along pretty well. You can see how long it is now. That was just my needle dropping on the ground. But the only issue is, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's a huge, big like bump in the middle of it where I messed it up. It's about 22 inches long, and I'm not even halfway there yet. But I'm actually kind of happy that I screwed it up really badly because it's like a homemade kind of thing. It has imperfections, okay? So the reason I keep screwing it up is I screwed up the start a little bit too as well, is I keep watching it during like my lectures or like watching TV or talking to people. Like I don't just like knit casually alone. I usually will like go somewhere or like do it during my lectures, which is really bad, but I can't concentrate fully on knitting. I'm not good enough at knitting to be able to do that yet. So it's just like me screwing up over like forgetting like knit, purl, like knit, knit, purl, purl, knit, knit. I'm really excited because hopefully when I put it all together and it becomes an infinity scarf, because I want to link it, it'll all turn out okay and you won't really notice the big massive bump in it. And if anyone asks like, did you knit this yourself? I'll be like, yeah, I screwed it up really badly. Like you wouldn't buy that at a store. So there you go. But yeah, hopefully I can finish this soon so that I can start socks because I really want to make socks. So see you then. Hello, I know the lighting is terribly bad and I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but before I sew this scarf together, I just want to show you how long it's actually gotten. I know I'm wearing my pajama pants. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. I can't see anything because of the lighting. But it's really long and I'm very excited. Hello, I've finally completed my scarf. 1 second, let me put my gloves down. I finally completed the scarf and I'm so happy with it. I decided to make an infinity scarf. I tried to pull the seam out here so you can see my improvement in seaming, but it went really well. Other than the part I screwed up. After that, it got like, this part's so much better than my first 2 sections, the black and the white. So I'm really happy about it. But sadly, I really wanted to do socks. But I completely ran out of time and I don't want to go over it because it's supposed to be 30 days. I'm surprised at how, like, I thought the knitting would be a lot faster, but I guess I was wrong. So, because this took me quite a while. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just doing socks, like another month, another video for like, for just 1 month, like learning how to knit socks. And then I really want to knit a sweater so badly. So I want to do that next month as well. But honestly, I love knitting so much and I would love to do it as a hobby. The only issue I'm finding is it's quite expensive. Yarn, it's hard to find cheap, especially in COVID when I'm, you know, not going anywhere but grocery stores. So I'm ordering off Amazon and it is pretty pricey. So this might be an activity for Bronwyn when I'm older and I'm retired and I have money. But for now, I think this is just gonna stick to as like a, let me just try knit socks, a scarf, hat, mitts, sweater, then we're done. But yeah, that's it went pretty well. I'm really happy. Hopefully I can do the next 2 challenges. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!